Who, where, when, and what would cause a dog to commit suicide? Hi, I'm Lionel R. Kelly. Lionel R. Kelly. Lionel R. Kelly. And why? And I'll be answering all of these questions and more, like which and how. But firstly, where? And where that is the Overtoun Bridge. But where is that? And when? Well, it's in Scotland. And it's now. And has been since 1881. Which is over 100 years. 100 years. 100 years. 100 years. 100 years. The Overtoun Bridge was built by Lord Overtoun, a shady and secretive character, to accompany his Gothic chateau on the same grounds. It's become since then Scotland's 12th deadliest bridge. But first deadliest if you are a dog. But why? Well, that's what I'm here to probe to the bottom of. Hi, I'm Lionel R. Kelly, and I'm in the offices of a dog doctor, Dr. Marshall Stevens. Did I say your name right, Doctor?
Yeah, Marshall Stevens.
Great. So Dr. Stevens is a dog psychiatrist, outstanding in his field, in fact. Did you have a chance to look over the literature that I sent you, Doctor?
Well, first, can I just say I'm a behavioural animal psychologist.
What did I say?
You said dog psychiatrist.
And you are?
A behavioural animal psychologist.
What's the difference?
Well, one of them is the study of animals and their behaviour and psychology generally, and to be honest, the other one doesn't really exist.
So there's no such thing as psychiatrists? Facts! So you saw the literature?
The printout, yes.
Yeah, the evidence. Over 600 cases of dog suicide at the Overtoun Bridge in Scotland.
Yeah, well, actually, my own brief evidence would suggest that the real numbers actually is 37. It's not.
Well,
600.
600 was the figure that I sent you.
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's agree that it's somewhere between your 37 and the fact that it's 600 suicides.
Well,
yes.
Okay, well, first of all, I want to take issue with the terminology that we're using here. Suicides, it would be my belief and the belief of the scientific community generally that animals aren't capable of committing suicide. These aren't dog suicides.
Murder, then?
No.
Murder!
This is far more sinister than I originally thought.
Actually, it's less sinister, really. What I mean is that, as I see it and as science has agreed to this point, Lionel, animals aren't really capable of suicide. I mean, what's actually happening here...
600
what
suicides.
What's actually happening here is that there's a particular, an interesting effect, a mixture of effects, if you will.
Go ahead.
Thank you. There's 3 different things that are affecting the sensory receptors of these animals.
Go on.
Yep, largely speaking, they are dogs. The first, of course, would be an optical illusion. So what's happening?
Eyes.
Yep. Which occurs through the heavy foliage that lines the walls of the bridge. Obviously, the dogs feel that the wider the wider forestscape background. The second would be an aural illusion, because there's the sound of
Ears.
There's the sound of running water underneath the bridge, and even amplified by the actual shape of the bridge, which is an interesting architectural phenomenon. These would have an effect of disturbing, 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 disturbing. Dog's hearing, and well, thirdly, Lionel, of course, it would be olfactory. Yes, nasal.
A nose illusion.
Yes, there's a large.
You do know how to pick them, Doctor. Continue.
Thank you. There's a large mink population in the area, and that's a very strong and interesting scent for dogs. And of course, they become very excited.
Has anyone actually seen a mink?
Yes.
So, very interesting, Doctor. So what you're telling me is the dogs are getting so confused by this onslaught of their senses that it sends them into a kind of an existential tailspin, if you pardon the pun. And the only way for them to deal with this, should we say madness, is to
No.
What is it then?
What I'm saying is that the mixture of the heavy foliage, the sound of the running water, and the smell of mink is confusing the dogs, and when they think they're jumping to safety, they're actually jumping to their deaths.
So, walls,
Yep.
some water, some animals.
Yes.
Dr. Stevens there describing a bridge.
If you were a dog,
Stuart, come on, we're nearly there. 80, what was it? 78. My interview with the dog doctor had completely clarified the facts of the dog's suicides. To dig deeper, I next needed to speak to Lord Overtoun, who conveniently for him was dead. So I tracked down a surviving family member for a polite conversation at his door.
78, don't... Oh yeah, to let. Going somewhere, are we, Thomas? Look at that date. Another coincidence, 1881, the same as the Overtoun Bridge. Thomas Overton! Thomas Overton, it's Lionel R. Kelly. Lionel R. Kelly from Myths and Monsters. We know you're in there. I just want to have a word about your great-great-great-great-great-great-granddad. Ian? Jesus, Stuart. Thomas, we're getting closer, I can smell it. Thomas, I just want a quick word. Lionel R. Kelly, Myths and Monsters. We want to know about your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-granddad. Let me in, Thomas, I just want to speak to you, let me in.
What are you doing?
I want to talk to you about the Overtoun Bridge. What have you got in there, Thomas? Another bridge? One of your bridges? Let us in, Tom. What? Children? Oh, more of the Overtouns, is it?
What is this?
What do you think it is?
What are you talking
We're here
about?
about your great-great-great-great-great-granddad.
Stop filming me.
Thomas, I just want to...
Stop spitting on me.
I can't help it, Thomas, I'm excited. Yeah, call the police. Call the police. I think we've got him. We've got everything we need though, Stuart. Cut. So, I'm finally here. But where is here? Well, it's my media centre, and I am live video. I'm here. They're there. But where's there? And who are they? Well, it's a dog psychiatrist. Let's call him John. John, are you there?
Yeah.
John!
Yeah.
Great! You got in touch with me via my website. You said you had something you could add to this whole Overtoun Bridge mystery.
Yes, I.
John?
Yeah. I'm a dog.
Great! What? Hit me, John. What's your process?
I'm a dog psychiatrist, and
How? Go on.
I'm a dog psychiatrist.
It's great.
We work together. We dine. Toilet.
Dine.
Get close to them. We help dogs get through emotional trauma. And I heard about
The trauma, John. I'm interested in the trauma.
Well, dogs are very much like you or I in that trauma.
I'm not like a dog, John.
Well, you'd be surprised, Lionel. I mean, you never see a dog in a suit and tie. Are you racist, Lionel? They have a great sense of intelligence, a high intelligence. You seem like...
I'm very intelligent.
They don't use Facebook. They don't lie.
I never signed up.
Dogs be fucking dogs all up in that pussy.
John, if you are a dog.
I'll see you in Scotland, John.
Okay.
Thanks for everything.
All right. Bye.
After the meeting with predictably aggressive and unwilling Thomas Overton and an insightful call with dog psychiatrist John, I travelled north to meet him at the Overtoun Bridge. which is in Scotland, home of the Overton Bridge.
Where is my sausage? You promised me sausage, but I don't see any sausage. Okay.
Getting closer.
John? Ready?
So we're now in the grounds of Lord Overton's. And we're looking for the Overton Bridge.
Yeah, we've had this chat. I know.
Yep.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Mink!
Shall we do some talking?
Bridge!
Yeah. Yeah, this is a bad place.
John?
Lionel. Oh, I can feel.
Mink! Bridge!
Yeah. Just up here. It's okay. We're not no rush. It's taking the surroundings a bit. This isn't working.
Stuart!
strange sound from the rushing of the water that... Fuck's sake, man!
You. If you were a dog.
Yeah. What?
Do you want to have that dog now?
I'll have to squeak later, it's fine.
I think we can add that.